Hello guys, hi, Akash Sharma here from Traders Guide 2.0. Welcome you all. Today we'll discuss regarding one based, I can say most profitable strategy, right? I can say it's magic indicator strategy mainly used for scalping, right? You can use it for 1 minute time frame as well as 5 minute time frame, and you can use for crypto, forex, even I can say highly volatile stocks you can select for same, right? So let's discuss, and mainly this specific scalping strategy is based on hikanashi candlestick. So let's discuss one by one. So what you have to, what indicators you have to use, and what we'll discuss one by one. So let's go to the chart, and for this minimum you have to select two indicators. Let's discuss. One is SSL channel. You have to write SSL channel. Click SSL channel made by Erwin. Just select this indicator, and another indicator we will use is CCI. Click on CCI. Just click CCI indicator. So this indicator we will be using. So let's first go to the settings part and just change the settings. So for CCI, let's start with the settings. We have to go to the settings part, right? So here you can see the length to 20. We have to change length to 40. Just change length to 40, and then go to the style section. In style section, just change the color of CCI to lighter one, so you can easily justify the line, right? And then go to the upper band color. Just change upper band color to red and change it line, and go to the lower band color and change it color to green and change it to line. Sorry, change it to the line, right? So if you want background, you can keep, else it's fine. So this you can see it's a BTC chart. Let's do the settings for SSL. It's remaining. Go to the settings, and you can see in the style it's red for I can say sell and green for buy. Go to the input section. In period you can see 10 default value. Just change default value to 13. Both period to 13. Right. Okay. Now this is the final settings made for specific chart. Now let me hide this specific candles, and let me show you how it execute. Okay, so here you can see these are the crossovers. You can see this if the red line crosses upward direction and the green line crosses the downward direction, you have to enter for a sell position. And here you have to see if whenever there is a crossing, you have to draw one horizontal line, sorry, vertical line. Let me draw vertical line at a crossover. Here I will draw the crossover vertical line, and let me show you one by one condition. Let's open the view the chart. So for sell, let me tell you, you have to check first condition if red line cross green line upward direction. This red line is crossing green line. Let me show you. If red line, you can see this red line is crossing green line in upward direction. So first condition is this, right? So let's see the next condition. At crossover, draw a, like vertical line. At crossover, draw a vertical line that we have drawn. So you have to follow these steps. And next, like if the CCI line crosses upper band, this is the upper band. You can see the red color, that is upper band, and this green color, that is lower band. If the CCI line crosses upper band downward open for a sell trade, if the CCI line break this line, you can see here. Let me zoom up so it will clear your doubts. So whenever at a crossover, just draw a vertical line and check if the CCI line, yellow line is a CCI line. If it's break this is the upper band. If this break the upper band, you have to enter for a sell position, right? And after the sell position, you have to exit at the next crossover. Next crossover, you can exit. Let me show you. You can exit at next crossover, right? It's a shorter trend actually. Mainly it works on higher trend, but still you can, at next crossover you can exit. You can see the profitability is also somewhat good. Almost, let me show you for short position. You have to at a crossover, you have to open for a short position from that candle, and you have to wait till next candle. Okay, it's default only at this is the profit ratio you can set, and on upper band you can set a stop loss somewhat upper. Okay, this will be a stop loss. This is 0.7 ratio. Mostly you can specifically use for, I can say, okay, this crossover is here, fine. So this is the first trade, and let's see the next condition. Once you enter for a trade, draw another vertical line on the next crossover. I'm drawing a line, sorry, it should be after crossover. Okay, and see if, sorry, right, on the next crossover, draw a line and see if CCA line cuts lower band downwards. You can see if the CCA line is cutting lower band downwards. You can see here there is no CCA line is cutting downwards, so you can exit your trade over here, right? So your trade will be exited over here. This will be your risk and reward ratio, right? And after that, on next candle you have to enter. This is for buy actually. Let's see for buy condition. So whenever the crossover, so sorry guys. So it is for buy sell signal only. You can see here the CCL line has already crossed this lower band and downwards direction. So you can enter your next trade from here. Let me show you. Let me open a short. Yes. This is the Fibonacci retracement. Okay, this is the short. So you have to enter for a trade at a crossover, right? And on the next crossover, it will be a risk reward ratio. Oh, here, this is the next crossover, right? So it's a 1:13 risk reward ratio. So once the crossover, you have to check for sell position. This red line should cross upward direction, and this green line should be crossing in downward direction, right? At the same crossover, you have to enter for a trade, right? And on till next crossover, it will be your target part, right? Okay, so I hope this sell condition has been understood to you all guys, all of you guys. Fine. So let's go to the long position. Here for long position condition is once the green line is crossing above and the red line is crossing downwards, right? So at that point you have to enter for a long position at a crossover on next candle, and up to next crossover will be your target. This will be a target. The risk to reward ratio is 1.77. You can see guys, right? So even you can use my another indicator that is free one. You can use support and resistance dynamic, support resistance dynamic by lonesome. You can use, sorry, you can use that specific indicator. You can apply to the chart. You can use that indicator for setting a target, specific target. You can see this was your first target. You can exit at this target, that will be around risk to reward ratio 1.67, right? So this will be giving you accurate result, right? For next condition, let's once you enter for a trade on a next crossover, let's draw another line to confirm your trade. So next I have already confirmed, and here you have to see the condition, that is it's for, I think, buy, right? Fine. So buy condition you have to see on next crossover, you have to draw a line that we have already drawn. Check if the CCI line cut upper band red line in upper direction. You can see, you have to check here if the CCI line, you can see this CCI line, is it crossing upward direction? This here you can see the condition is not matching, so you have to exit your trade here, right, and wait for the next crossover. On next crossover, again we will draw one vertical line. You can see here we got a next crossover, and you can see the CCI trend is crossing up in upward direction, moving towards the upward direction. Here it was moving downward direction, so we have now exit our trade, and from next crossover we have to enter for a trade and go for a again long position. Again long position will go towards same. Here also the condition is not matching. On next crossover the CCI line is going downward, so here still trade will be continue, right? Let me show you long position. Once you enter here again, your long position will be still continuing to the next, okay, till here. So this will be a risk to reward ratio. See, mainly if you work into this index section, let me, whatever index you select, this I'm taking default as a bank nifty. So once you get a trend, you can get higher points. You can see for sell points, once you know enter, you can see here the cross your CC line is crossing up, like up upper band, downward move, downward side. So you can go for a short position. You can see how much points you are getting. Your next target will be till the next crossover. You can see risk to reward ratio is 2%, 2.83%, right? And stop loss is, you can keep your stop loss around this point, 41 stop loss, right? So this will be a risk reward ratio, right? So I hope mostly you similar. Let me show you for buy condition. Here let me go for a long position from here. Next candle, you can see the CCI line is crossing upward direction, still upward direction. So your buy trend is actually still continuing from here. Your buy trend is continuing from here. You can see, guys, here still here your buy trend is still continuing. Once it cross over this line, you have to enter for a trade. Once you enter over here on crossing line, you have to set your targets. You can see you didn't get any negative trend. Your trend is still positivity here. So almost it was risk to reward ratio is 3.11%, right? So your target will be your next crossover, which is valid crossover, I can say, and risk to reward ratio is to your next support zone, that is over here, right? So I hope you guys have understand mostly how my indicator works. I will share specific indicator settings what you have to do, and I will also share what conditions you have to follow for buy and what conditions you have to follow for sell, so you can refer that and apply it to your chart and just backtest it. So I have backtested from my end, so I feel that there is, I can feel even there is no loss strategy, I can say. It's magic indicator, that's the name I will name, it's magic indicator, right? So similar indicator you can see whenever there is a sideways market, you will not get any trend. You can see the trend is still continue, but in sideways market there is no specific trend. Let me show you again, where is the sideways market. You will not get any trend. You can see, no, here, sorry, okay, here you can see, sorry, okay, see, here is the sideways market. There is no any signals generated. So in sideways market, this indicator will work and not give any fake signal. Your condition will not match, I can say. If your condition is not matching, you can still continue for a trade or exit your, you can do your profit booking, right? So I hope this specific indicator settings I have explained, it's understood by you. If you like my video, just hit a like button, subscribe to my channel, and for future I will be coming up with new strategies. So okay, thanks for your support, guys, and just hit a subscribe button to my channel and hit a bell icon, so you never miss my future videos in coming days. Okay, thanks a lot. So it was the magic indicator based on hikanashi time frame, and it's working very well. Even I have backtested almost 100 times this specific strategy and working well. right? So you can backtest from your end, and then you can enter one specific trade. Okay, thanks a lot, guys. Thank you a lot.